Hey, this time in the review we're going to do something a little bit different. I just received a package for the new machine. We can do it a little bit differently. Usually people unbox them and get to know what it's about, but this time we're just going to open the box as is and we'll both be surprised. So here goes. Package very low. Alright, here it is. A little bit different than the V1. This is the V2, long-awaited V2. Let's see what type of adjustments they've made. Explanation of everything that the machine does. You know, voltage, battery level, what's on the your display view. Let's check out the machine itself. Slightly different. Display window is much smaller, but not that important. Be safe. And there's a battery already in it. That's cool. I assume it's the same settings as the V1, so hold and press to engage. There you go. Oh, there's a speedy start. That's a little different. So this battery is very low, which is to be expected if it was already installed. But we go all the way to 5 volts, just like the V1. And then let's go up. Let's see what it has. 11 volts. That sounds like it could do some damage, but very smooth. Not a lot of vibration in the hand, which is good for long sessions. And then just press to disengage, and then hold 3 seconds to power off completely. So that's cool. I think the only difference I see in the display window is that it no longer displays time, usage time. Let's look at the bottom of the box. Alright. Take everything out. The battery charger. Looks about the same. Same spring-loaded backing. O-rings, of course. Cord for the charging station. Another back. So instead of using the battery pack, you can unscrew this and screw into the bottom to use a regular power supply with an RCA cable. The V1 was equipped with this as well. I personally don't even own a power supply anymore because I've used battery packs for the past almost year or so. So having the one system is pretty cool. It's a lot easier, less things to have to worry about. So yeah, cool. Then you get another battery, so you can charge one while you're using one, and just alternate and continue forever. So cool, that's it. Next, another thing we're going to do that I haven't done in my reviews before is we are going to tattoo with this today. So I will be able to give you a completely honest review about the how well the machine runs, what I think about it, and anything that I may not like about it. But alright, stay tuned. Okay, I wanted to go over one quick feature that no other review really does, and how to wrap the machine correctly. It's kind of a big deal when you get a new machine, because you need to make sure that they're obviously not cross-contaminating with your tattoos. So you want to make sure your machine is as covered and sterile as possible. So what I do is I take my barrier film, and this goes over the top like so. And I already really know how to wrap this because I did wrap the V1 and this is exactly how I did it with that. Make sure to cover the display window with one layer, and then just print it down like so. Another sheet at the piece of metal right there, wrapped like so. I need a very wide grip because I have 15-year-old tattoo hands, so they're fragile. So I take a piece of paper towel, small piece of tape, make it the same width as the grip, and I allow a little bit of space in between the paper towel and the barrier film, just because you want to be able to adjust the machine still. So, elastic wrap, and give it a tight layer. Make sure that paper towel is protected. That way you can adjust as well as see your display window. That I used with the new V2 overall. I liked it a lot more than the V1. It seemed a lot more secure. It was a little bit heavier of a hit. I did have to line everything at the full 11 volts. That was kind of the problem I was experiencing with the V1, but with this one, you could really tell that there was a little bit more solid and consistent of a hit. Allowing more consistent lines, heavier. I did sculpt the lines in that tattoo, but overall, yeah, nice and solid. Shading was incredibly smooth. All the gradients to the color were nice and smooth. All the problems that I did experience in the V1 seemed to be alleviated in the V2. I had a full battery charge, which I didn't get from the V1. It would only go to about 80%. This one had a full 100% battery. In that tattoo, I think we spent maybe hour and a half, an hour, 45 minutes, and the battery bar barely moved on the display. So that was pretty cool. If you checked out my review for the V1, I did say that I wasn't the happiest about the amount of overhang for the needle depth, but with the V1, they definitely alleviated that. There's still like a maybe 2 millimeter difference, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I appreciated it. I was pleasantly surprised at the transition from the V1 to the V2, because like I said in my honest review, it is a great machine. However, it wasn't what I was used to with the motors in the BRONC machines. I've always had heavier hitting machines, and this one is right back up there. The V1 was their first wireless system, and this is just the next step up, and they really knocked it out of the park with this one. So I will continue to use this. I'm actually going to do a 2-week review with this machine that I'm going to be continuously using. I have a lot of big projects in the next coming weeks, so stay tuned for a 2-week review on if I still think it's pretty cool.